A very good evening to you. I'm Lisa Lorden. In our news, Ross University boosts business at COVERLEY. The Barbados Workers Union concerned about the timing of the bus fare increase. Social media is abuzz about comments indicating that marijuana is being trafficked in all secondary schools. A code of banking practice has been launched. And in sports, reefer in, pie bus out as the Windies temporarily fill the men's coaching job.
Broadcasting from our studios in the Pine St. Michael, this is CBC News Night, starting now.
In our top story, establishments operating at the villages at COVERLEY have already seen an uptake in business, and that's thanks to the Ross University School of Medicine students who are based there. Our Rianne Phillips visited that area to chat with owners and managers.
When the Ross University School of Medicine began operations here in January, there were promises of many benefits for Barbadians. And now today, we're hearing songs of success from many businesses based in the villages at COVERLEY, where the students live.
We've been open for almost a month now, since the beginning of March.
And how has business been so far?
Business has been great, very, 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 very busy. Yes, but great business so far. Definitely down here we've seen a lot of pizzas, quite a lot of burgers, and rotis as well. Rotis are a hit down here as well.
For now, business is really good. Since the students move in, there is an increase. We have a lot of good deals to offer for the students. We also have a salad bar coming. The students absolutely love our chicken breast sandwiches.
Hairdresser Leslie Dottin even closed her salon in Bridgetown to relocate to the villages at COVERLEY.
They're coming around very good. I actually have people that live in the neighborhood actually that's not from Ross University. I have locals. I have people from St. Philip. I have people from in the area of St. Patrick. Some people from different avenues here at COVERLEY. So actually I like it here a lot.
Many of the students have been enjoying their experience here in Barbados.
It's always new, getting into a new place and getting adjusted, and it's different. I was also in Dominica, so we didn't live in a housing community like we do here, which I definitely like that about COVERLEY. We're all together, and that's been nice, and they keep it looking nice and come and repair things for us when things are going on. All the people have been really great, you know, helping us out and getting adjusted.
I love the area. I'm an outdoors guy, so I like exploring a lot, and Barbados has so much to offer over here. You know, we've been in COVERLEY. They're very gracious for us. I come to Chutneys and Urbans for a long time now, and it's amazing food of different varieties.
And with the influx of foot traffic, even more businesses are set to spring up as they seek to cash in on the venture. Rianne Phillips, CBC News.
Well, the timing of the bus fare hike remains a contentious issue for many, with the Barbados Workers Union being the latest entity voicing its concern. Bus fares are set to increase from $2 to $3.50 come Monday. General Secretary Senator Tony Moore says the hike will impact the poor, many of whom have to wait extended hours for public transport. She says the timing, given the Transport Board's current fleet, is wrong. Senator Moore was a guest on CBC TV8's program, Morning Barbados.
At a time where service has been so poor and so on, we felt that even if there had to be an increase, as we imagined there would have to be, that it could be done on an incremental basis. But in leadership, sometimes you have to make the decisions you make, and the most that we could call for is a period of review at some point in time to see how that can be changed somewhat.
Senator Moore adds to the contrary, middle-income earners have come under significant financial attack.
Where we've seen the same argument about disposable income of middle-income earners actually degenerating to the point where evaporating to the point where we have criticized publicly that they have taken on a complexion more of lower-income earners. And so well, in this budget, it would seem that the middle-income earners have not been significantly impacted. That also is not true.
Well, sea level rise in the coming years will not only affect the coastlines but local fresh water supply as well. Medical Officer of Health Dr. Ingrid Cumberbatch made the revelation during a PAHO water quality training seminar. Now, so far, she says the trend has been occurring at some areas across the island.
Presently, rising sea levels impact the freshwater held in coastal aquifers through saline intrusion. This is particularly severe in the northern parishes of St. Peter and St. Lucie, whereby it further diminishes Barbados' scarce potable water availability. What is most concerning is that water supply wells, when contaminated with salt water, are not easily recoverable.
What's Trending is brought to you by Trident Insurance. We treat you like family.
And Sharika is in our social media corner. Good evening, Sharika.
Good evening to you, Lisa. And as for what's trending, people are still talking about a statement made by Director of the Criminal Justice Research Unit, Cheryl Willoughby. During a discussion hosted by the Harrison College PTA, Ms. Willoughby had revealed that marijuana is being used and trafficked in all secondary schools. Well, several people like Kim Blackman say it's nothing new. Kim says the only thing new is the gang issue. Eleanor Marcel is questioning what will happen now that the discovery has been made. She says we want solutions, not reports. And Gorn Claudian wants to know where are the parents. He believes if children feared their parents, they wouldn't choose this path. He says something is definitely wrong. So, you know how people have been complaining about crop over and carnival costumes getting a tad too skimpy? Well, a band in the UK has been facing some backlash after revealing one of the costume options for this year's Notting Hill Carnival. Let's just say the costume bottom is missing a critical piece of fabric in the front, leaving the model quite exposed. Now, the band took to its Instagram page to apologize for the oversight and has promised to make some changes to the costume. Now, with all that's been going on in the airline industry lately, this can't be an easy time for travelers. Well, this next video went viral after Rodney Giles tweeted that his parents' United Express flight had to make an emergency landing in Dallas. The reason? Some of the screens used by the pilots in the cockpit blanked out mid-flight. Take a look.
We lost 2 of our screens. Now, if we kept flying, we'd lose them all eventually because there's not enough cooling. There's tremendous heat behind those screens. This dictates that we land as soon as possible because if we had continued, eventually I'd be flying blind. So that's why we're in Dallas right now. It is unlikely this aircraft is going anywhere tonight.
It's a scary time to be flying right now. Now, Trinidadian artiste Calypso Rose is proving that age is just a number. Just 2 weeks shy of her 79th birthday, she will make history tomorrow when she becomes the first Calypsonian to perform at the Coachella Music Festival in California. Just yesterday, Calypso Rose released a new music video for her song Young Boy, which features international soca superstar Machel Montano. Let's take a look.
Who you looking for? You will cry no more. To spend your money and call you honey. Who will wipe your eye and tell you don't cry? Who will kiss you in your ear and call you my dad? I want a young boy. I want a young boy. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Young boy. I want a young boy. I want a young boy.
And that's all the time we have for What's Trending this evening. Of course, you can find us easily on Facebook, Instagram, and by email. And we'll see you tomorrow for another look at What's Trending. Lisa, Calypso Rose is out here living her best life, clearly.
Clearly, a young boy. Director of the Fiscal Affairs Department of the International Monetary Fund, Vitor Gaspar, says reducing vulnerabilities to corruption requires an enduring political will. He told a press conference on fiscal monitoring reforms are not only required at home, but international support is needed as well.
Curbing corruption is difficult, but it brings important benefits. The chapter includes many examples. Let me focus on tax revenues. In Georgia and Rwanda, improvements in the fight against corruption helped raise tax revenue by 13 percentage points and 6 percentage points of GDP, respectively, within just a few years of major reforms.
And fresh off announcing that the global economy has entered a slowdown this year, Managing Director of the IMF, Christine Lagarde, says that multiple policies are needed to address global growth.
It will have to be country-specific, and there is no one-size-fits-all. But we certainly would recommend two key principles. One is do no harm. Second, do the right thing.
A veteran entertainer has called on mothers to lead the charge to take back Barbadian society. Organizer of the annual show Mom, This One's For You, Desmond Weeks, says a mother's role is very important in motivating and guiding the youth and tackling some of the social ills the country is going through.
If all the mothers in Barbados was to start setting examples for their children and live in the right way and live so that their children can see what good is coming out, then in years to come we will have a fantastic Barbados.
Mr. Weeks made the comments during an interview with the CBC to give an update on this year's show. Mom, This One's For You is now in its 19th year, and this time 11 mothers known for their community work will be honored. And while he highlighted the importance of the mothers in fixing social issues, Mr. Weeks did not let the fathers off the hook.
There's no love like a mother's love, right? There is no love like a mother's love. The mothers are the greatest motivators in the world for a country.
And Mom, This One's For You will come off on May 12th at the Lloyd Erskine Sandiford Centre and features a star-studded lineup which includes Red Plastic Bag, Damien Marvey and the Barbados Defence Force Band. Well, self-taught Barbadian film producer Stockton Miller is one step closer to fulfilling his dreams of being on the Oscar stage. And that's because his most recent film, The Trident, The Land We Call Home, is set to be premiered in regional and international cinemas later this year. Our Rianne Phillips has more.
8 years ago, Stockton Miller made his first special effects video clip. Little did he know that it would develop into a movie which would generate interest beyond Barbados.
The Caribbean screenings and the American screenings happening this year.
Which countries?
Eastern Caribbean, St. Lucia, Trinidad, Guyana. I know them ones for sure, but the other islands too.
Many of the actors welcomed the good news about the production.
I am extremely pleased, very happy that the film is getting the reviews it's getting, and especially now that it's going to be shown in the Eastern Caribbean countries and in Atlanta, Georgia, because I've been getting a lot of response from people overseas, especially in the Caribbean.
His breakthrough comes shortly after The Trident, The Land We Call Home, was first shown at Lime Grove Cinemas.
The movie was very realistic, although all the monsters looked very realistic. I was spooked myself, I could tell you that. It looked very nice.
I think it was a well-written story with good acting.
I'd have to say the concept, the sci-fi concept, was pretty okay, just not really impressed by the audio and the dialogue. Overall, it was something to watch, given the fact that it is from here and, you know, we are small when it comes to the filmmaking industry. So by the end of the day, it was well appreciated.
I think, you know, it's been a really good film, and I wish them all the best for the next venture.
Have you ever seen anything like this before?
No, I haven't, no. But it was good. Enjoyed it.
I just enjoy how it just sounds normal, how people were talking, and then how he added sci-fi. And I like the style of it. It seemed like very subtle, but there's a lot of information there, and it didn't feel very typical. It didn't feel very Hollywood. So I enjoyed that I could relate to it, and also made me think, could it happen to Barbados as well?
Mr. Miller and his team are hoping to release a sequel for The Trident, The Land We Call Home, in the future. Rianne Phillips, CBC News.
Barbados stands to benefit from the U.S. Caribbean Resilience Partnership. The partnership is a new collaborative effort to build regional capacity to confront disaster response and promote resilience. Deputy Secretary of State John Sullivan is to meet with several regional representatives to discuss new opportunities for collaboration to enhance the Caribbean's preparedness and response efforts. Now, Sullivan's engagement with the region, with the support of the U.S. government, will reaffirm the United States' strong commitment to the Caribbean. While Guyana is close to completing the final draft of its National Climate Change Policy and Action Plan. The policy will provide overarching guidance to all sector agencies to help them develop respective sector plans. And we have a report from DPI.
The fourth engagement held at Carroll Lodge was aimed at adjusting the draft produced from previous consultations. During the workshop, participants discussed the national goals for climate change. Project consultant Dr. Callum Shaw stated as Guyana moves towards implementing a climate change strategy, there needs to be engagements on all levels from both the public and private sectors.
We want things to be working in parallel. We want building of resources and capacities and different kinds of capital to tackle climate change. So we do need to have that sort of unifying approach. And again, this is what the policy does.
Head of the Office for Climate Change, Janelle Christian.
We need to take stock to ensure that those things that we are already doing well, that it is not just in an informal way, but it become ingrained in our policy. Recognizing that there are some things that we need to do that we probably are not doing, then we need to ensure that the policies speak to it. And to ensure that action is taken across all of government, horizontally and vertically, way down to the community level.
Guyana's climate change policy integrates the socio-economic and environmental challenges of climate change into national sustainable development planning that generates strategic actions at all levels for adaptation, mitigation, and resilience.